Howdy, this is Pell Rider, and welcome to my new series on the mod EnderIO. I am on a server. We're using FTB Infinity, and I'm going to do some of this tutorial in survival mode, but right now, just to start, I want to show you the energy system and some of the machines and some of the gadgets in creative mode, because I pretty much just started on this new map with some people, and I don't have enough resources to build all this stuff yet. So I'm going to go over some of this stuff, and then I will, in future episodes, I will be building a couple things like a mob spawner using only items from EnderIO. But for now, I'm going to start off with these. This first episode will be just the energy system, the generators and the storage units. So let's get started. All right, there are 3 different types of generators in EnderIO, each using a different fuel system, but they basically work about the same. They have this same interface, which also most of EnderIO stuff has pretty much this same interface. You have a redstone mode that you can always leave the item on, always active, active with a redstone signal, active without a signal, never active, and sometimes they have a few more options. You also have this configuration button, which will actually show a graphic representation of the item most of the time. There's some glitches with it, I've noticed. So you can just left click it and turn it around to the side that you want. And so I have something on this side, so I'm going to click on that side. You point at it and you right click on it, and you can input from that side, output from that side, input and output, disable or none. You can do that on any side except for the front. Oh wait, you can do it on the front. I didn't know that. Learn something new. But you can do it on any of the sides, and you can do that with almost all of the EnderIO stuff. Also, in most of the EnderIO stuff, it has a upgrade slot. This is used to put either a double layer capacitor or an octadic capacitor. I never can pronounce that right. I want to say octadic, but that don't sound right. Okay, so yeah, you could use these. Actually just speed up the process. I'll show you that a little later in one of the other items that it's really noticeable in. For now, I'm just going to put the highest upgrade in these so that I can get through them faster. Also, all of them have a item input interface, or input and output. On this case, it's just input. And okay, yeah, let me show you the different fuels for the different ones. This basic generator is called a Stirling generator. It just uses solid fuels like coal, and I'm not sure exactly what ones you can use from what mods, but I've tested these: coal, charcoal, coal coke, and blaze rods, and all of them seem to work. The blaze rod actually works the longest that I've seen out of what I've tried. So as you can tell now, this capacitor is starting to store energy that it's producing. It actually does it at a pretty slow rate, generating 80 RF per tick. The next grade up, this one generates a little more, but this one uses liquid fuels. Let me get rid of this crap. All right. So yeah, the EnderIO actually comes with its own liquid fuels. The lowest one would be this hooch, then firewater, and then rocket fuel. You could also use lava. This is the ones I've tried. I've tried this biofuel, which burns. It's really slow. It only generates 4 RF per tick. All the rest of them, you can go all the way up to 160 RF per tick using rocket fuel. You also have to use a coolant. I'm just going to put these in for now. You put rocket fuel and coolant, and it should turn on. There it goes. Now it's actually producing, and at a lot faster rate than this one. As you can see there, the thousands column is going up 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, the 10 or the thousands column is going up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about twice as fast, if not, well, yeah, exactly twice as fast. If this is 80 RF per tick, and that's 160. All right, the last one is this zombie generator. Now, let me get rid of this crap. It uses nutrients. You make these, this is another EnderIO fuel. You make these with one of the machines. I'll be showing you that in the next episode. But basically, it's made out of different mobs. And you just fill this sucker up with it. I think it at least takes 2 buckets of it to start, and now it's generating fuel. And it's doing it at 80 RF per tick, so it's about the same speed as this one. The difference between this one, okay, at 80 RF, generating 8 RF per tick, it was, maybe with this capacitor it was going faster. Let me try this again without the capacitor. Yeah, it only does 20 RF per tick. The reason why I was going 80 is because of the capacitor. Yeah, so it is a lot slower than this without the capacitor. For some reason, this one and the combustion generator do not use the upgrade slot. They don't have an upgrade slot. All right, if you want to make things a little easier without having to add any kind of fuel at all, you could always use these Photocells. They call them photovoltaic. I think that's how it's pronounced. They have a regular photocell and an advanced one. The regular one produces 8 RF per tick when the sun's directly overhead, and the advanced one is producing right now 32 RF per tick with the sun directly overhead. That is 4 times as much. The biggest problem with these is if there's something right overhead, they don't produce anything. If the sun goes down, they don't. When the sun is, when it's dawn, dusk or dawn, it'll produce less power. But yeah, nighttime, it's not going to produce any power at all. The other thing about them is they have to, wait, the output on them is directly on the bottom of them. You could use conduits or some kind of energy piping system, but it has to be connected to the bottom of it. It can't be connected to the side. I've tried that. I put one on the side of it. That doesn't work. Let me go like this. See, there's no power being produced now. Putting it on the side down here, nothing. It has to be directly on top. Now I'm getting power again. One good thing about these, though, which could run into being pretty expensive, is, let me try it with this one. Like right now, it's getting 32 RF per tick. You can combine them. Put it right next to each other. Now it doubled the power. I got 72 RF per tick. That's a little more than double, I think, right? 32, 64 would be double. A little more than double. Put another one on it, and it goes up even more. 112, 152, and so on. I'm not sure how far out you can do these, but you can make it pretty big and generate quite a bit of RF per tick. Actually, a lot more than even the generators here. I'm not sure how that compares to other generators from other mods, but that is pretty cool. If I'm not sure how big you can make it, but if you can make a big field full of it, you can get endless power. So that's pretty cool. All right, now we're at the storage units for the EnderIO mod, which are the capacitor banks. As you can tell, I was using them to show the output of the generators. That was the basic capacitor bank, which is the lowest of the 3 tiers that they have. This one holds 1 million RF. The regular capacitor bank holds 5 million, and the highest tier is the vibrant capacitor bank, which holds 25 million. These have a couple unique features that I haven't seen in any other mod. The first one of which is this. I made this big bank out of, and I think this is why they call it a bank, because you can hook these things together, but I made this big bank earlier so that I could show you this. That is 1 billion RF. You can hook these together. I don't know how many you can actually hook together, but each time you hook them together, it increases the capacity. Yeah, that is 1 billion RF right there. And I can put a few more. You can stick them anywhere that you want next to them. That is 100 million. Maybe the sky's the limit. I don't know. But that is really, really cool. The second feature is, and I haven't even tried this. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some supplies. All right, I'm back with a few supplies. Yeah, if you notice that it has these slots in here, there's 4 slots, so you can put 4 different items at a time. Anything that holds RF, this is like a energetic infuser in thermal expansion. You can just put items in and it charges them up without the need of making an extra item, an extra machine. You just fill them right up in your capacitor bank. And the reason I wanted to stop this is because I wanted to try this. If I have one thing in this one and I go over here, oh yeah, it's all the same unit, so I still only have the 4 slots. I was thinking with this many hooked together, I might have endless amount of slots also, but I don't. Yeah, you can hook in your tools or weapons that need charging, and it looks like it's charging up pretty fast, but that's only because this has only 100,000 RF. Some items it's pretty slow, but it's still faster than the energetic infuser. I've tried that. The only thing that I've seen that is a little bit faster is the Draconic Evolution energy infuser. That one runs a little bit faster. All right, the last thing in this episode I want to show you is the wireless charger. You can hook this up to a power source. In this case, I'm hooking it up to these capacitors, and it automatically starts charging things in your inventory. Some things it seems to charge whether they're on your hotbar or in your main inventory, which as you can see it charged it a lot faster in my on my hotbar. This one's charging really slow, and this one's charging really slow. But there's other things that will only charge in your hotbar. I know this stuff from thermal expansion will only charge if it's in your hotbar. Let me get this stuff out of my hotbar. Oh. There is one problem I could see with this. Actually, I'm going to take this stuff out. I noticed this in the last survival world I was in, and oh wow, that drained it really quick. Let me put it on one of these other ones. Get rid of that. Even without any items that can charge in my inventory, it still seems to drain power sometimes. Oh, it's only filling up now. Huh. I wonder what the deal was. Yeah, it seemed to drain my power on the last world. Maybe that was a bug in the version of Infinity I was using. I'm not sure, but yeah, it seemed to drain power anyway. But now it looks like they might have that fixed. So, woohoo! All right, so I guess that's the end of this episode. I will be back with an episode hopefully by tomorrow that'll show you the stuff behind me. All the machines, or most of the machines in EnderIO. So we'll see you next time. Adios.